Don't fight it. It's time to go up a size.
This is the biggest.
This is the biggest.
Our biggest show.
The Hodaki Big Show. With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Tuesday afternoon, the 14th of March, 2023. And you, my friends, are listening to the Big Show, Hoodie, J, Minogue and Keyzie, you mad bastard. And Minogue, looking sensational as always, mate.
Really appreciate
God,
that.
you're looking good at the moment. You're just a good-looking man.
Yeah, you know,
Stop
man.
it.
Well,
Stop it.
You know what's happened, man?
What's happened?
I think we're all a little bit better looking as a result of the victory by the Black Caps yesterday.
How good, man.
I mean, I even look at Keezie's jacket and I think, you know what? Not bad.
Yeah,
cool, man.
Same.
It is cool. I'm just in a better mood all round, man.
I looked at his shorts and went, oh, but the cricket, oh, they're not so bad. I mean, few less rips maybe, but other than that, he'll be tickety-boo.
Yeah.
Keyzie, you mad bastard, how's life?
Yeah, pretty good there, fellas. Just for the record, just wearing a plain denim jacket.
Full of holes.
Few designer
ripped up.
rips.
Yeah.
Wearing another one of your T-shirts that's got sort of an oil brand on it.
Yeah, I want people to know I'm a car guy.
Yeah, car guy. Not a bit of dirt on it.
Yeah.
Clean as.
Yeah, I was going to say.
She's brand spanking, baby.
Mate, you should see my overalls at home, Keyzie. They're just covered in grease and diesel and stuff like that, mate.
Fecal matter?
Yeah, a bit of fecal matter.
What are you
I
working
have
on
shat
that's
myself
diesel?
occasionally. Pardon?
What are you working on that's diesel?
Well, my stock cars.
You have a diesel stock car.
Yeah,
Diesel
totally.
toaster. Yeah.
Totally, I do. Hey, Mogi, speaking of the cricket, we've got the one and only Matt Henry on the show today.
Mr Darcy.
Mr. Darcy, so we'll be chatting to him, so that's great news. But as always, at this time of the day, we love to know where you're listening to the show. Most importantly, what are you wearing on this glorious afternoon? Text us, 3483, and let us know. In the meantime, let's kick off with Ben Harper.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
I tell you what, we were mentioning the fact, Mogi, that we're in such a good mood today because of the Test cricket yesterday. And then you add Ben Harper on top of that.
Yeah.
And, mate,
Heaven.
I'm just a happy camper.
Yeah.
What are the people saying on 3483?
Please, no more cricket talk.
Matt Henry on the show later on after 5.
Yeah, a legend he is.
Yeah, Black
Mr
Caps.
Darcy. Another one here. Wearing some short league shorts with no undies and a pair of Crocs.
That's hot, man.
That is hot.
Because your league short has quite a high cut, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, very
Yeah,
high weight.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
very, very nice. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You got to wear undies. Otherwise...
Or have the pork roast netting in there.
Yeah, you got to have the pork roast netting in there
Well,
for
in
sure.
league shorts.
Absolutely nothing but my G-banger, lads. And man, she's hot.
Yes, Keyzie?
I was just going to read one from Morty. Driving to Gore to share a sheep in my Southland Stags jersey, jocks and red bands. And that's from Morty. Oh, jeez. Morty.
Well, that's great stuff. Hey, don't forget, just regarding the text machine 3483, you can contact us anytime about any issue or anything you want to have a chat about.
Yeah.
Please, you can always text us on 3483. Now, listen, every now and then when you do a live radio show, sometimes you cross the line.
Yeah.
Sometimes in your enthusiasm, you get a little bit carried away
Yeah.
and you commit an act on air that needs to be addressed and publicly acknowledged.
Yeah.
I got home last night, Mogi, and my lovely wife came up to me and said, my God, what was happening with Keyzie yesterday? And I said, what do you mean? And she said, was he massively steamed? And I went, oh, no, he was moderate. You know, he was Keyzie steamed. Nothing out of the ordinary. And she said, because did he realise he dropped a massive F-bomb?
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
I
went,
didn't.
Did he?
Yeah.
And then you got in touch with me today after listening to the podcast of yesterday's show and said, Keyzie dropped a massive
Not on.
F-bomb in the live show.
So as a result of this, Keyzie, I'll give you the long and the short of it there. The BSA complaints standard authority have said that you've got to issue an apology for the language that was used on the show yesterday afternoon.
But I didn't-
They received a complaint.
From who?
Me.
And me, when I found out.
Yeah.
So you went to them?
Those were upheld, and so now you have to issue an apology.
Well, I don't even know.
And we're going to decide whether it's good enough or not.
Well, hang on. I don't even know if this is true or not. I don't remember swearing on yesterday's show.
Well, you don't remember much most days, Keyzie,
Have
so
you-
that doesn't surprise me.
Have you got any audio of it or anything like that
Yep.
to prove? Really?
Yep.
You don't pull out the philo in the car.
Or maybe she's stopped and bought something on the way home.
And I'm sorry, Keyzie, but
I'm sorry, Keyzie me. It's the fucking text machine. Wow. Hang on.
yeah, oh boy. I mean, it might have been quick. It might have been quick, but it was still said, Keyzie.
No, but I need to hear that without the beep because I'm pretty sure I said frickin'.
We're not doing that again, mate.
We can't commit the same mistake again, Keyzie.
But
That's why we're asking you to apologise.
I don't like you calling it a mistake.
Wow. Yeah, no, fair
It was
call.
deliberate.
It was a deliberate provocation on your behalf.
Thank you.
But hang on, how do we know if I'm actually saying the F word? Because I could be saying frickin', but with that
Well,
beep
why would the BSA uphold the complaint if
Exactly.
you had said frickin'? They wouldn't, would they?
And why would we beat frickin'?
What? To try and get me to do an apology on air?
Case closed.
Yeah.
Right. So I have to do an apology after this song?
Yep. You better write it quick.
Right, okay.
And it better be bloody good, Keyzie, because I'll be frickin' furious if it's
Well,
not.
hey, how come...
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 14 minutes past 4. Great to have your company if you're just joining us. And if you are just joining us, old Keyzie had a bit of a horror show yesterday and dropped the F-bomb during the show.
He had a few nightmares.
He did
didn't
actually,
Well,
but
I
don't want to go into those too much, but he dropped the F-bomb. Mike and I complained to the BSA. It's been upheld. And we just wanted to give Keyzie... Because it's important, isn't it, Mogi, that you own your mistakes. You know what I mean? And that you face up to them, you take the cop and you apologise when you get the opportunity.
It's not even an opportunity. He's been ordered to.
Well, he has
it's
to
either
do-
that
yeah,
or he gets
quite
taken
right.
off. He gets taken off
Here,
air.
yeah.
So win-win, really.
Yes, it is.
Well, we don't want to tank the ratings, though. So I think what I'll do is I'll do an apology on air, and then we'll just get back to things. And also, just before I apologise, we'll listen to the audio again. But if you go back and listen to the podcast from yesterday's show, I am 90% sure I said friggin' or frickin'. All right?
Are you spitting in the eye of the BSA, Keyzie?
Yeah, because
it
don't be doing
seems
that,
like
mate.
you're spitting in the eye.
Spitting in the
you
eye.
an eye
of the-
spitter, man?
No, I'm not. Anyway, here's the audio from yesterday.
You don't pull out the philo in the car.
Or maybe she's stopped and bought something on the way home.
And I'm sorry, Keyzie, but...
I'm sorry, Keyzie me. It's the fucking text machine. See that beat?
Oh.
That beat, man.
But
You know, the weird thing about it, Mogi, is it sounds worse every time I listen to it.
It does.
You know what I mean?
And the thing is, Keyzie, when Jase and I packaged that up and sent that off to the BSA, it didn't have the beep on it. So they heard it naked. And they were horrified.
Really?
They heard
They were horrified.
literally Keyzie nude.
Yeah, they did.
And
Foul language.
can I just make the point too?
Pig of a human.
I didn't appreciate Keyzie
What?
having to give up 2 hours of my time last night cutting that piece together.
Yeah.
It took you 2 hours to cut that.
Yeah, to send to the BSA. I don't appreciate that, Keyzie.
Right,
I had
okay.
better things to do with my time.
How'd you send it to them? Like email or something?
Packaged it up real pretty.
Yeah, it was real
nice.
pretty.
Real pretty and nice. All right, well, look, I'll do an apology. Actually, have we got any...
I'm already not buying it.
just like to say, not only to you...
No.
What?
Dear New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
Because you got to apologise to the whole country.
Yeah,
Not just
yeah.
us, Keyzie.
I was about to.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
a debacle.
Dear New Zealand, and also Jason and Mike of the Hodaki Big Show.
And pugs.
And
Can
pugs,
you just-
especially pugs. And Toddy.
And Pugs,
And James
and Toddy,
and Claire,
and James and Claire,
Tom,
and Kate and Tom,
Kate.
and the other Kate and Bren as well. Everyone on the Hodaki team, and the whole world.
Well, not the whole world.
Well, not
The
the
whole
whole
I
world.
mean,
He's taking the piss by
okay,
doing
right.
that, Keyzie. For
I'd just like to say that what I did was wrong, and I am so sorry for
You'd like
hurting
to
you.
say or you are saying?
you are saying.
Because that feels like you're trying to skirt around it there.
Okay.
Just rewrite that. From the top.
Dear New Zealand, and everyone in the Hodaki office.
Oh, nice.
What I did yesterday on the Hodaki Big Show, just after 6 o'clock there, after we asked what's for tea New Zealand and gave out some BK vouchers, what I did was wrong.
Eyes to the front,
And
Keyzie.
I'm so
Oh,
And
now
I'm
you're
so-
laughing
no, no, no,
about
no,
it.
no,
let's not bother him. If you're not taking
Let's
this
forget
seriously.
it. Let's forget it,
Yeah,
man.
no, don't worry about it.
I'm so
Don't worry
sorry
about it.
for
We'll get you off
hurting
here.
you.
We'll get
Okay.
you off here if that's going to be the way you're going to go
Yeah.
about it, man.
I'm sorry.
You make me sick.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oh, yeah. Got to love a bit of Green Day on a Tuesday afternoon.
You got to love a bit of Green Day, a bit of Ben Harper.
Yeah.
And the glory of a Black Caps victory, Keyzie.
Oh, so good. So
well, the only sort of dampener on it is Keyzie.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm...
Number one.
What?
Yesterday, Keyzie swearing like a sailor, effing and jeffing all over.
Well, I
the
wasn't.
bloody joint.
Unbelievable. I mean, I've been down at I used to work in the dock, Smokey, like you know, and as did you.
Yeah.
And she was some pretty colourful language down there yesterday. Keyzie just off his head with.
I was blushing.
Oh man.
Hang on. Can I play the audio again and just people at home picture me saying friggin' and not the F word, all right, because there's a beep on it.
But just a word of warning to the audience, you'll need to use your imagination, okay, when thinking about Keyzie saying frickin', because that's not what he said.
You don't pull out the philo in the car.
Or maybe she's stopped and bought something on the way home.
And I'm sorry, Keyzie, but
I'm sorry, Keyzie me. It's the fucking text machine. No,
boy.
don't.
Like I
whistle.
say, it just sounds worse. You know, and the terrible thing about when you gave that apology, you had a bit of a perv in there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Keyzie.
I didn't have a perv.
And I'm looking at the text machine 3483, by the way, if you want to get in contact with us. People are furious. They're fuming.
They are fuming.
What? So what? Should I redo my apology for swearing?
Well, here's the thing about it, Keyzie. I'm starting to get fired up here because, you know, Jase and I complained to the BSA. We packaged it up, sent it off. They've upheld our complaint. You've got to do an apology for using that kind of language on a national broadcaster, Keyzie. That's what hurts.
Right.
And then you go to give the apology, you start perving out the window, eyes all over the joint, bulging out of your head like your mogi. And now we try and get you to do the apology. It's like you're not even sorry, man.
No,
it's like you're just going through the motions.
Mate, I'm so distressed.
Yes.
True story, this. I'm squeezing my moob.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
how distressed I am.
There's a little stress moob there.
Right. Okay.
So I want an apology. Before we get an apology for the swearing, I want an apology for the apology.
So you think? Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. Dear New Zealand, I'd like to apologise for the apology that I gave on this show not 7 minutes ago. I'm sorry for getting mogi eyes halfway through the apology. I should have kept my eyes to the front. Jase, I also shouldn't have laughed halfway through the apology. Hence this new apology. I hope you can forgive me and you can continue listening to The Big Show 4 till 7 with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. I'm sorry. Thought that was pretty good.
That was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, not bad.
It was pretty good.
Not bad, Keyzie.
Yeah. So, did the Broadcasting Standards Authority genuinely uphold a complaint against me?
The Broadcasting Standards Authority, what's that?
Well, it's sort of like the government organisation that you told me had heard me apparently swear and then made me issue an apology.
Never heard of it, to be honest, Keyzie.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Radiohead there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. The time is 4:37. G'day, if you're just joining us.
G'day there.
Hey, no, we've been running this amazing Three Mates to State of Origin competition.
It's going off.
It's
by
going
the way.
off, mate. What a great prize.
Have you
and two
checked your
mates.
socials, man?
My socials? Yeah.
Everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, I know. It's just crazy. It's, what's the word?
Viral.
Viral. Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
What?
Nothing.
But what it is you and two mates off to the second State of Origin match at Suncorp Stadium, which is kind of like the mecca, really, of rugby
It's
league.
the birthplace.
It is the
of
birthplace.
rugby league.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I've had a few doozies there over the years, that's for sure. So you two mates, you get flights, accommodation, I think $1 million spending money. I have to clarify
hang
that.
on.
No. That's $1 million New Zealand.
Oh, yes,
No,
sorry.
no, no,
Yeah,
so
I don't
about
want to overinflate.
750K.
Guys, we
Yes.
can't start this whole $1 million spending money thing again.
I think it's at 820K.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good.
I think the exchange
Very
is about
specific
82.
amount.
Yeah.
So what it is, what I know definitely it is that boystrip.co.nz have given us flights, accommodation, transfers, travel insurance, and tickets to the game.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's worth their time.
Is it rugby league though? Am I thinking of the right thing here?
State of Origin.
Rugby league.
Yeah, rugby league.
rugby league.
Rugby
Yeah.
league. And it's
Yeah.
Blues versus Maroons.
Oh yeah.
You know, New South Wales v Queensland.
Have
there.
they brought back the biff yet?
I hope
Because
so.
there was talk about them bringing back the biff.
No. So
And I don't know whether it's happened
No.
or not?
So they haven't.
What was the dude with the bald head and the mo that was always in the state
Wally
of...
Lewis.
Oh, Wally Lewis. And
Yeah.
what was that really tall dude?
Mark
Geyer.
Geyer.
Mark
Mark
Geyer.
Geyer.
Yeah. No, there's no Biffo, but what there is
What
intensity.
was the
No
point
Biff.
then?
Well, there's no Biff anymore.
What about if I'm there, let's say me and my two mates, we're sitting there, it's mate against mate, state against state. Would that
Correct.
be right?
Yeah.
High energy. What about if I go in there and I tap someone on the shoulder, they turn around, one of the players I'm talking about now,
Right, so you're
and I
down
give
on
them
the
the
field.
old dedouge. Is that likely to spark an all-in brawl? Because I love those.
I think.
I love it when you're in, like you and me back in the day, Jay, starting our all-in brawls. You never know where a punch is coming from, man.
Hey,
yeah.
do you remember that fight with me on the sideline there with the big ginge from Australia?
That's right.
Yeah, that was...
Big
mate,
ginge.
talking about going viral.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if they had the phones that they have these days, Mogi, that would have been all over the place.
Yeah.
Hoity J, dedouge on the sideline there with the big ginge
Yeah, that's
from
right.
Australia.
That's
What
right.
was his name, Keyzie?
Well, he was just a ball boy.
Oh,
Yeah, he was like 13.
yeah, sorry, I was blind with rage at that point, so...
If you want to get yourself in the draw for this amazing trip, though, 3 mates to State of Origin, give us a call now on 0800 Hodaki. The game's June 21st. Once again, it is at Suncorp in Brisbane. The weather's going to be lovely. It's literally the best place
I
in
don't
the world.
I don't go
to
and watch rugby league for anything lovely, Keyzie.
Yeah.
Guess what? It's going to be lovely, and it's going to be
I'd hope
fizzing.
it was pissing down.
Yeah.
Well, it might be.
Yeah, then it gets all muddy and dirty and you're writhing
Yeah.
bodies on the ground there. Hey, but if you want to go on the draw for that, give us a call right now on 0800 Hodaki. In the meantime, let's get into a bit of David Bowie while I eat some burger rings.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
State of Origin, New South Wales have won it.
Radio Hodaki's 3 mates to the State of O. Let's put another great New Zealander in the draw.
Bit of Ray Warren there for you fellas. Hey, what a legend.
Rabs.
I heard a great story actually about him and old Matthews, the cricketer. What was his name? Greg Matthews. I can't actually tell it on air. It was such a shocker.
New hair, yeah.
New hair, yeah.
Advanced hair, yeah.
Now listen, I reckon we go more than one. What do you say, boys?
I think so.
What about
30.
2?
Yeah.
I'll meet you in the middle.
Yeah, 15.
29.
Shane from Tauranga, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, good, thank you.
That's good, mate. What are you up to, Shane? Driving home? What's going on?
Yeah, just backing up for the day, really. Finished for the day.
Good on you, mate. What do you do for a crust, Shane?
Truckie, driving a truck.
Oh, backbone.
Massive backbone.
Yeah.
What do you like to eat in your truck there, Shane? What's your favourite bit of food when you're on the long haul?
Can't go past the butter chicken pie.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Yeah.
That's good eating.
Yeah, no,
That's
good
good
stuff.
eating right there.
Now, Shane, who are you going to take with you should you win this?
Might have to do a bit of a draw, actually. There's a few I could choose from, so I'll
Yeah.
see who comes forward with the best gifts.
So we're putting Shane in the draw, and then if he wins, he's putting his mates in the draw.
Yeah.
Far out. That's
Yeah, it's
exciting.
good. Hey, Shane, maroons or blues, mate?
I think maroons, eh?
Yeah, love the Maroons,
big
mate.
time.
Yeah.
Good on you, Shane. Well, you're in the draw, mate. Stay on the line, and our good mate, Pugs will sort you out in Studio B. Joe from Dunedin, how's life, you mad bastard?
Yeah, pretty good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Joe. What are you doing, Dunedin?
I was second best landscapers in Dunedin, mate.
Oh,
backbone.
Who's the best?
Oh, there's someone out there better enough, mate.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd say
come
so.
on, Joe.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
that's right. They good on you, man.
Well,
But you know
yeah, I
what that
suppose
means,
so.
man? If you're getting out of bed and you're second best, it means you're going to work a little bit harder to be number one. Am I right?
That's it, mate. Yeah.
Backbone.
yeah, total backbone.
Does that mean
Yeah,
we're the
man.
second best drive radio show?
No, we're
about 8th or
Yeah,
9th.
I'd
at the
say.
moment. Yeah.
11th.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Joe, blues or maroons?
Oh, blues, mate.
Yeah, blues all day.
definitely.
Blues,
Definitely
blues.
And who would you take with you, Joe?
Oh, we've got to take the boss and my work, mate.
No, okay.
We've got all the money, mate, so, you know.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, good plan.
Yeah.
A few brownie points for you. Well, I tell you what, mate, you're also on the draw. Stay on the line, all right?
Cheers, brother.
Good on you, mate.
He was a backbone.
He was a massive backbone.
You know what he was, man? No nonsense.
Yeah.
I love that in a backbone. No nonsense.
Yeah, same. man.
Totally.
Yeah.
Am I no nonsense?
You've got lots of
you got
nonsense.
Am I
heaps of-
nonsense?
You are just total nonsense.
You've got
Right,
lots
okay.
of nonsense.
Thank you for adding the end to that.
Massive snout.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Pit chat.
with Jase and Mike.
Jesus, it's been a while since we heard that, Mogi.
It is hot.
It's really hot.
It is hot.
It's hot. It's like a turtle grunting.
I think it's actually a turtle making love, Keyzie.
Sweet love.
Sweet love.
Yeah.
You don't get a sort of sound like that unless there's a lot of pleasure going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, don't forget, keep those questions coming in on 3483.
Yeah.
Pet advice, fellas?
Yeah. What are we looking at there, Keyzie, on 3483?
Look, a lot of texts coming in here. Two of them, actually, in particular, are about the same issue. Their dog keeps getting really excited whenever people come round, and they need to know how to stop them sniffing crotches.
Oh, okay.
How do you
that's
stop
an
that,
interesting
you know?
one. Yeah.
So,
Sorry, you want to stop it?
well, apparently, yeah. How do we stop it from... It's making me feel awkward.
Well,
I don't know why you'd want to stop it.
Yeah, well, that's funny because I train my dog to sniff crotches.
Yeah, that's good eating.
How do you train them to do that?
Well, it's very easy. You start with your own,
Right.
and then you take it from there.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
They
So
have
you
a
go-
natural proclivity anyway, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do. They like those areas of the body there.
You'll
Keyzie.
notice when you take a dog for a walk, it's always sniffing the C, the B, and the A of other animals.
Right.
And the B.
Right.
So they do that with humans
With
too.
humans.
It's perfectly normal.
Oh, okay.
What would be unnatural is if it was smelling people's crotches and then the gentleman undid his zipper.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We wouldn't want that.
Yeah. You're going a touch too far with the...
Hey, Jase, Mike, and Big... Hey, Big Nose, Jase, Mike, and Regular Nose, Keyzie. I have a black Labrador that keeps eating its own poos. Any suggestions to stop him doing it?
Yeah.
That's from Mitch in North Waikato.
Yeah, the old eating the poos, Mogi.
Well, that's the
classic.
trouble. I mean, it's very difficult to get a dog to stop eating its poos because dogs love eating shazer.
Yeah.
They love it.
Right.
The only way that you could make poos taste bad for a dog is if Hoity J's wife cooked it.
Well, funnily enough, I actually train my dog to eat its poos.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because I'm not
But that's
picking that
good.
shit up.
How do you...
You know what I mean? It's like, does poos, cleans it up immediately.
Yeah, eat it, Tina.
It's just a non-stop cycle of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eating poo. Okay, cool.
Recycling.
G'day, you sickos. I've got a problem with my dog. He doesn't like peanut butter. What's up with that?
It is, yeah. I mean, they can grow out of it
Yeah, they can.
because my dog used to love it.
Right.
I mean, I was giving it peanut butter every day. I was probably giving it too much, to be honest.
Why peanut butter? I mean, wouldn't you just feed it like jelly meat and all that stuff?
Well,
I don't like jelly meat on the skin.
Yeah. And often my dog's, quite full after eating poos.
Right, okay. That was from Ellen, by the way.
The peanut butter is good to get the taste of shit out of the mouth.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
That's true.
Here's what. My dog gets growly whenever he's eating a bone around us.
A boner.
My dog gets growly whenever he's eating a bone around us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to shoot it.
Right.
Yeah.
Once they get like that, she's all over. Take her out the back paddock. Douche.
Is that 3 shots?
Douche.
Target practice.
Oh, right, yeah, nice.
Oh, bit of the old national.
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Yes, indeed, friends. Ferdinand there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon, 29 minutes past 5 o'clock. Hey, the New Zealand International Comedy Festival starting soon, Mogi. We love a bit of a laugh, don't we, mate?
Only on the weekends,
Yeah.
Monday to Friday. It's time for work.
Yeah,
Keyzie.
it's serious business. When actually is that, Keyzie?
Oh, the New Zealand International Comedy Festival with Best Foods Mayo, Jase.
What did you just say, man? Honestly.
Oh, sorry. 5th till the 28th of May.
No, okay.
So
That's
good-
quite a long time. That's 23 days, give or take.
Right, maths, man.
Maths, man.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good. Sorry, yeah, they're celebrating 30 years this year, which is pretty bloody
How are
exciting.
they celebrating it?
Well, I'll tell you how. Over 150 artists, over 600 shows, and by giving out 10 Best Foods Mayo prize packs if you buy your tickets between now and the 20th of March from comedyfestival.co.nz.
Man, what's in the prize pack?
Well, I'd say there'd be some mayo.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yum.
guess so. Also, I'm hosting the big comedy gala.
Yep.
And I think just It's just between me and you.
Yeah. What?
Apparently, I'm getting a bit of a lifetime achievement.
What?
Award for services to comedy and stuff. Don't tell Keyzie, they'll get a weird on it. But,
Cool.
What did he say?
Yeah, just between me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I actually, to be honest, I said, nah. I'm not about that sort of stuff. Just so that's going to be a bit of a surprise with the old comedy festival. Did Keyzie actually talk to you about how he wants to do do a bit of stand-up? And I was like, what do you say? Yeah, great idea, Keyzie.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
Are they saying
do your impressions and stuff. That'd be really good.
All I heard was impressions. Okay, a telephone ringing. Ring, ring. comedyfestival.co.nz. That's where you get your tickets from. 5th to the 28th of May. How good, fellas?
Yeah, so good, man. Now, listen, coming up, extraordinary test victory yesterday. So we got the one and only Matt Henry coming up next. He's out. He's on the phone, actually. I was going to say he's out in the office. That'd be a lie. He's not in the office at all. He's...
The Hodaki Big Show Podcast.
Oh, yes, indeed. The Black Crows there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. And,
have you noticed, man?
How good yesterday the test match,
The sun is shining just a little bit brighter today, my friend.
It's so good, mate. And I have to be honest with you, actually, it was very difficult doing the radio show watching the cricket yesterday.
Yeah.
But both being cricket backbones like you and I, it was very hard to concentrate because she went right down to the wire again with the boys.
And we've had many a discussion, actually, about the fact that it's not fair that I have to sit with my back to the television while you're able to look past my not inconsiderable ears to the screen and see what's going on.
Yes.
Whenever we have an yarn, I can always see that, in fact, you're just watching TV.
Yeah.
You're watching the cricket. And I don't blame you.
Yeah, no, well, especially like a match like yesterday, and of course the last test match against England. Now, this is very exciting. We've actually got one of the Black Caps on the show with us, the one and only Matt Henry, otherwise known as Mr Darcy. Matt, mate, how are you today? How's life?
Very good, thank you, mate. Very good.
Excellent. Now, I've got to say, man, you guys are making an art form of taking it down to the wire. That was pretty tense yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was pretty intense. Obviously, the last two going to the last ball was, I suppose, entertaining cricket, but a little bit stressful. So hopefully we can get it done a bit quicker next time.
Hell of a game for you, man. Congratulations on the win. But getting 70-odd, got yourself a few wickets there. How are you feeling, though, about those stats when you get run out in the... it must have been the last over, was it?
It was the last over, yeah. Look, I suppose in times like that, you just got to get the best guy on strike, and that's definitely Kane Williamson,
Wagner.
not me. So,
I mean, how was he feeling? Because he's an absolute psychopath. I think we can all agree with that. We don't know what he's like off the pitch, but on the pitch, there's something wrong with him. There's something not right in his head. And you sort of think to yourself, with a guy like that who went out to bat with a broken back and a snapped femur, potentially his last test match, it means a hell of a lot to him. What is it like does he have a quiet beer afterwards, or does he just smash 6,000 beers?
Best to leave that up to the imagination. No, he's a great sort. He's definitely one of those guys that's amazing to have on your side. He's the fact that he wanted to get out there last night so much as well just shows a lot about his character.
Yeah, he fair sprinted out to the middle there. Now, Matt, let's just talk about that first day. She was a beautiful, lovely green top you were bowling on, and you guys must have been filthy. I think I did a count that you beat the bat 87 times in the first 2 hours, and I look at you and I see a pretty mild character, but, mate, you were pretty fired up, I could tell, frustrated.
Yeah, obviously it's great to have those conditions in your favour, and I suppose we were wanting to make most of it. So yeah, it can get a little bit frustrating, but you got to, I suppose, take your hat off. So they stuck to the game plans and managed to get through it.
Oh, to be honest with you, I don't think they were good enough to nick it. That was the vibe I was getting.
It was seaming all over the place. It was a beautiful thing to watch. I tell you what, Matt, we'll go to a song and we'll be back very shortly with you. Oh, do you like the Foo Fighters, Matt?
Yeah, I do like the Foo Fighters. But,
Here we go.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Foo Fighters there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday afternoon. We're just discussing the great test match that finished yesterday at Hagley Oval. And we've got the one and only Matt Henry, Mr Darcy on the line with us. And I have to say, Matt, you seem to have massively benefited from the fact that you're getting a bit of a good run with the team now and really showing some form. And I'm just stoked that I actually took the time, mate, to have a word to the selectors to make sure that you were given that opportunity. I mean, I don't want any kudos for that, but how's it been getting consistent performances for you? Because it's obviously working out well for you.
Well, firstly, thank you for that.
No, that's all right, mate.
No, look, yeah. It's always good to get a run, and I think being involved with this group for I think it's probably been about 8 years now. So it's pretty great to just keep us going, and to get more game time's always fun, and especially when I suppose the brand of cricket we're playing as well.
Yeah, bloody. Did you have a question there, Keyzie?
Oh yeah, Matt Henry, g'day mate, Keyzie here. Hey, what do you do for a crust?
Sorry about that, man.
No, that's absolutely fine. You really got me off guard there.
Yeah. What do you do for a living, Matt?
Keyzie asks the hard questions, and by hard I mean hard to understand.
Yeah. No, I enjoy to run in a bowl. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, bowler. Backbone.
Yeah, no, it's kind of wasted now, Keyzie. Okay. You've made me look stupid. You've made Matty, Mike look stupid, and you've made yourself especially look stupid.
Right.
So looking ahead to the next.
And that jacket's not helping either.
Yeah, sorry, man. He's wearing a really weird jacket at the moment. It's sort of throwing all of us. Hey, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I do a BYC podcast, and it's all about cricket. We didn't really kind of rate the Sri Lankans too highly before this test match. Mate, kudos to them too. They put up a hell of a fight.
Mate, they've been playing some really good cricket, especially over the last couple of years. So, by no means were we taking them lightly. They were still in contention for making that Test champion final. So, yeah, look, it was, I suppose, leading into this, having those 2 games against England and then coming here, it's been a good summer of Test cricket.
Yeah, I was surprised, to be honest with you, Matt, when I heard the BYC podcast and they didn't rate Sri Lanka. I thought, well, they're sitting third. They're trying to qualify for this final over at Lords. I mean, what's it going to take for these guys to take them seriously? But the weird thing about Sri Lanka is I don't think they'd played Test cricket for quite a while. So, I love the Test championship, but it feels like the system might need a little bit of a tweak, doesn't it? I mean, I don't think they played Test cricket for 5 months or something ridiculous.
Oh, I'd love to hear your suggestions, but I'm not too. Yeah, look, yeah. I mean, I think the Test Championship's great for context around Test cricket. I think if you talk to any player, anyone, we still really enjoy the longer format and the fact that we can turn it into, I suppose, such an exciting brand as well, and give some. I think over the 2-year period to come down to having games like yesterday is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty exciting. Hey, I just want to get a quick word, a word from you, Ree, the sexy camel, your skipper Tim Southey. Mate, I reckon he's doing a great job as skipper. How do you feel?
Yeah, no, Tim's always been a great leader in this side, and he has been for a while now, and he's obviously shown that in white ball, and he's doing a great job, and obviously it's still great. We've still got so many leaders on the side, and having Kane there as well, and Tom, it's been great.
Yeah, great stuff. I think Keyzie... Sorry about this, Matt. Keysie's another question.
You don't have to apologise to me every time I ask a question. Hey, Matt, Keyzie here, mate. Just wondering, what are you having for dinner tonight?
That's actually a great question. I have no idea. We've just arrived into Wellington, so... I might take on some Thai, maybe.
Yum. Great idea.
Yeah, or another idea is you go down to BK and get yourself a
Hey, Matt, thanks so much for joining us, man. Seriously, congratulations. 2 great Test matches in a row. Good luck for the next one, mate, and all the best.
Awesome. Thanks very much for your time, guys. Thank you.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
You're welcome back, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Tuesday afternoon where we talk food. It's quite funny, Mogi, old Keyzie sending a picture last night of his pork mince and tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were yummy.
And then, funnily enough, we're having, well, I say we're having pork mince and slaw taco. Well, we're not. I mean, it's the service staff that's going to be eating that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we won't eat that. But
What's wrong with pork mince?
no, nothing, Keyzie. It's all good.
All
you
good,
know,
brother.
If that's all you can afford,
It costs the same price, probably more expensive.
pork mince.
Yeah, isn't it?
Nah, mate.
it cheaper?
It's all trotters,
Yeah,
man. It's
yeah.
all trotters and
Snouts,
Right,
yeah,
trotters and
and
snouts.
toenails.
And
Right.
corkscrew peckers.
I think
Totally.
they have a corkscrew tail.
Oh, have you not
No, no.
seen a pig pecker?
Haven't been near one recently.
You go and check it out, man.
Right.
Google
Go and
that
check it
now,
out.
Keyzie. Google
Go-
that.
I don't want to.
Google pig pecker now.
I don't want.
Google pig pecker now, Keyzie.
Watch that video there. Yeah. You like that?
Good
No.
eating.
Good.
Hey, speaking of which, what are the people eating on 3483 there, Keyzie?
G'day, guys. Salt and pepper squid tonight in my brand new deep fryer.
Actually, we're thinking of buying an air fryer. Any of you guys won with one of those before?
The way I look at it, that stuff is I've lasted this long without it, so I'm going to give it a miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Except I'd like a rice cooker.
I've always had a rice cooker.
Yeah.
The bane of my cooking life was trying to cook rice.
Yeah.
Rice cooker, chuck it in there, boom,
Boom,
turn it
bang,
on.
boom.
Beautiful
Da-douche.
pot of rice.
Douche. Savaloys tonight with piccalilli and white bread.
White bread.
No.
You want a nice big thick bit of Vogel's toast.
What?
Yeah,
No.
totally, man.
What are Savaloys? They're the little red boys, right? And they're really nice on white bread with butter and
Butter?
Piccalilli, he said here, but I go
Butter?
tea sauce. Butter on bread.
No.
You don't put butter on bread?
You don't put butter on bread with a... that would be like going to a sausage sizzle and having white bread, tomato sauce and butter.
Right.
And onions. Yeah. Gonna do that. Just put lard on it. Some lard there.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, keep those texts coming on 3483 because we've got BK vouchers to give away.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
The Colt there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show. You're by yourself at the moment. The Alfano's gone away there.
Yeah, man.
Managi, you going full bachelor on it, or are you still keeping up with your healthy eating?
I still got my healthy eating going, man, and it's good times.
Oh, that's right, because you were saying yesterday you've packaged everything up over the week. You've got it
Yeah,
all
I've
sorted.
got it all packed up into
Monday,
little
Tuesday,
bags.
Wednesday.
That's right.
Yeah, nice.
And actually, it's quite good to do something different.
Yeah.
And you know what you're eating every time. I'm just eating exactly the same thing pretty much every single day. And
Right,
that's going to
okay.
be how it is for 12 weeks. So that's good eating.
Yeah, man.
That's living it up, man.
What are you having tonight, Keyzie?
I get to choose. Maybe I'll get you guys to help me choose which one you guys want to have.
BK.
Yep. Honey soy fried chicken bites. Or plum and oyster beef stir fry. It's BK it is.
I
then.
reckon if you did some honey soy... What was
Chicken
the second one?
bites. Oh, that was plum and oyster beef stir fry.
Yeah, if you did some honey soy beef stir fry.
Right.
That you might get away with it.
What, so like
Or
mix
some
them together?
plum chicken. So you mix it all together.
Yeah.
You flash fry it for about seven minutes.
Yeah.
Then chuck it in the bin and go to BK.
Totally, man. Speaking of BK, what are the people eating?
Can I just not throw it? Okay. Yeah, keep those texts coming in on 3483. G'day, boys. Just bought a massive packet of streaky bacon. Having bacon buddies tonight. Yes, on white bread with butter. If you don't like it, go F yourself.
Oh,
Keyzie's
easy,
done it
Keyzie.
again.
Easy.
Watch
No,
out,
it's not
mate.
me.
You're walking a
You're
tightrope
No,
there.
hang on.
real
Hey, guys.
Skinny ice here, Keyzie.
It's not me. I'm just reading what's on the text
Yeah,
machine.
yeah. We'll just be a little bit more discerning, would you?
All right. Well, how about this one here? Homemade penne pasta tonight. Smells pretty good, but you can smell it from here with those massive honkers you're running.
Smell it from here.
Oh, sorry, from there.
Sorry, so
And that's from.
That was quite a good joke, but
Hang
you
on, that's
buggered
from-
it up with
Yeah,
the reading.
yeah,
again.
yeah, and-
Sorry about that. Keysie's buggered that.
and homemade penne pasta. I don't think so, Keyzie.
What do you mean? And that's from Andrew in Invercargill.
You know what penne pasta is, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very difficult to make that homemade.
You couldn't do it.
You couldn't do
It's
it.
not possible.
Well,
In fact, it's never been done.
When I said
You
I
know,
what
it's
it is,
tubular, the old penne pasta.
don't
there.
you just buy pre-done penne pastas
No,
and chuck
you
it
said
in?
homemade.
You said it was homemade.
penne pasta.
First of all, you can't say homemade on the radio, all right? Secondly, I didn't say that. At first, it's someone else's
Right,
text.
Read it again then.
How do it?
Read it again. Go on, just read it again.
G'day, guys. Homemade penne pasta tonight. Smells bloody good, and I bet you can smell it from all the way over there with your massive
way
honkers.
over there.
Yeah.
Andrew in Invercargill. Cheers, boys.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do, listeners. We're going to go through all these texts. Actually, Pugs is going to do that. And we're going to give out some BK vouchers, okay? So he'll be in touch. What do we say, boys?
Yep.
You happy with that?
Me. Yeah, it's the way to
good
go, I
stuff.
reckon.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Oasis there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Tuesday evening. But right now it's time for... What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue.
Hey guys, I went and saw Avatar.
Yes.
The Way of Water.
At the movies.
The Way of the Water. Yeah.
On the big
Way of Water.
And I think with something like Avatar, that's the only way you can really watch it, isn't it?
On the big screen.
On the big screen?
Yeah, well, you can watch it on small screen.
I mean, you can.
It's not as good.
It's not as good, though.
Yeah, well, as I was saying to you earlier, Jase, the cricket was on.
Yes.
So I had to watch it in the car, on the walk from the car park, while I was buying my ticket and my popcorn and my Coke, and all the way up to the usher, and the movie had started, but I didn't want to go in until I'd finished watching the cricket. So, which is what I did.
Right.
Then I went to the movie at IMAX, and you have got to go and see this movie.
Really?
It is unbelievable. Like, the visual spectacle of this film
Yes.
is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like, you, Keyzie, you'll be jizzing all over yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Totally. Well, interesting you say that, because I was speaking to someone just the other day about this movie, Mike, and he said to me, kind of along the same lines, but he felt it was a bit, here's this amazing creature we've created, here's this amazing creature we've created, and here's another amazing creature we've created. I mean, I would go to a movie like that purely for the visual stimuli.
And that's what I did, which is also why I left after 2 hours.
Right.
Because I felt, I've seen it all. I've said this is amazing, incredible, but my barometer is always... The question I'm always asking myself internally, Keyzie, is, would I rather be asleep?
Yes.
And at the 2 hour mark, when there was still an hour and a half to go...
Oh, seriously?
There's an hour and 20 minutes to go. It's like 3 hours 20 or something.
Oh.
I said to myself, hey, look, it's 10 o'clock. I've seen it now. I'll watch the rest of it on DVD or whatever people do.
Just to clarify, you missed the start because you were watching the cricket, and then you left an hour and a half before the end, but we have to go and see it.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love it. I cannot recommend it highly enough.
Right.
I do not watch movies that are that long. I refuse to. If you can't tell a story in less than that, then I'm not watching it.
Yeah, well, I mean...
But there is some issues with the story, and so I was getting a bit over it by that point. But visually, man, it is out the gate.
Right.
Absolutely out the gate, which is probably why it would have won that Academy Award, you say, for VFX by probably 100% of the votes.
Right.
Yes, and you know, that's why I'd go and have a look at it. But now that I know it's 3 hours, there's not a shit show chance I'm going to go and
I
watch
would recommend going...
I can go for 2 hours, but 3 is too much.
I recommend going for 2 hours.
Yes.
It is actually worth doing for that. Because you have never seen anything like it.
Yeah, I will then.
Why don't you go for
I'll
the
take
last
my wife this weekend.
2 hours?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, possibly.
You know what I mean?
Go a bit late.
I watched The Last of Us, but none of us here have, so I'm not going to divulge what I felt about it.
Are we all going to watch it tonight? Is that the deal?
I'll see what time I get home. Well, no, I'm not, because I still haven't watched last week's.
I'm going to watch it tonight. I watched the last episode of Educators Season 3.
And I'm sorry, because I feel like I'm letting you down. It's just sort of what's happened.
No,
That's
right,
how it is,
okay,
mate. That's just
You're
right.
Because my wife's gone away for a few days, and I feel like I want to be making the most of it if I didn't go and see Avatar. Staying at home, you know what I mean? 2 hours of it.
Yeah. Anyway, Educators Season 3, last episode. Very funny.
Good stuff.
Yeah, great stuff, Keyzie.
Mike was very funny in it, Mike Minogue.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah. He was
Oh,
playing
you in it, are you?
I was playing a massive alcoholic.
a massively
yeah.
hungover
So it's just
guy.
sort of going from Keyzie.
It was very relatable.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Away you go, Keyzie. Go on, that was very good.
Well, there you go, New Zealand. Done and dusted for another day. Don't forget, check out the Hodaki Big Show tomorrow, 4 o'clock podcast. What are you doing tonight, Mogi?
What am I doing tonight? Going to the gym.
Nice. Yeah. That all? You gonna watch The Last of Us from last
That'll
week?
be it. I go to the gym sort of from about 7:30 till midnight, 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Then come home, have 18 protein shakes, do a massive steamer, and then off to bed.
Sweet. Yeah. What about you, Jase? Oh, you being me? Are you being me? Good stuff, Keyzie.
Hey, as I said earlier in the show, pork mince and slaw tacos, Keyzie.
Yum.
That'll be me tonight. Chat with my wife and my girls, and maybe watch a bit of telly.
Yeah.
Go to the gym.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
Sweet.
Any steamers in there?
No, I never do a steamer at night.
Morning steamer.
I've told you, I am religious about my morning steamer.
Right.
3 tubes, douche.
Right.
And every morning, consistently.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, but listen, New Zealand, it's been great having your company this Tuesday. Don't you dare, Keyzie. This Tuesday afternoon, make sure you tune in to the Wednesday show, same time, same place. Until then, see you
ya.
later.
Ice to the front, Hoyt.